At 32, I'm pushing to pursue a university degree. I'm a wife, a mom, and full-time marketer, and a student. And 3 times in my life, I almost gave up on education completely. Not because I didn't care, but because life made it almost impossible for me to keep going. But something in me kept me from quitting. Today, I want to share how I kept going almost when the system broke me. What I hope to unlock in this video is that for those who have been told that you don't belong here, you cannot do this is not for people like you. This video is going to show you a different perspective. It's not all them, and it's not all the system, but mostly that same system that we have to go through is the one demotivating me, demotivating most people from keeping going, from pursuing your dream. That is the same system that is keeping you stuck, and you don't even know you're stuck. You blame it on everything else but the system. But in Kenya, we've seen how awake we've gotten, that despite doing it all right, it's not enough. It's your fault. Growing up in rural Kenya, most girls, and most boys too, didn't make it through primary school. For girls, teenage pregnancies, forced marriages, and maybe even just no school fees. I wasn't the brightest in my class, but I was hungry, not just for food, but for more. I remember one day being sent home for fees again. I walked home feeling like I was wasting everybody else's time, and yet I still pushed. I still showed up when I could. That's when I first learned education isn't just about the grades. It's about the grit. High school was different. The stakes were a little higher, and so were the temptations. Many of my friends, whether we were in the same school or not, got pregnant or dropped out for survival. I don't judge them. In fact, I envied them sometimes. They didn't have to pretend that life was normal when it wasn't. But every time I almost gave up, I remember my dream to be the one who changes the story in my family. I wasn't chasing perfection. I just wanted to finish. Now at 32, I'm juggling everything: motherhood, work, marriage, and still chasing a dream I started as a child. Some days, I wake up and wonder if it's too late. But I remind myself it's not about speed, it's about not quitting. This is bigger than me. It's about every girl who needs to see that someone actually tried. I'm here doing it. The system is failing us. Let me talk about something that is rarely addressed. Honestly, the Kenyan education system is broken, and it is not in the way you are thinking. It is subtle. Nobody is talking about it, but the people behind it are smart people, educated people, and they're making sure that some of us, don't get to the point that they actually are. This is with colleges that don't have the proper accreditations to put young people through school, young adults through school, or even certify, giving you an education that looks very good, and especially some of those colleges and universities that have big names, and mostly here it's in the colleges. Big names, big promises, smooth run during the time that they're taking your money. But that's before you know that graduation you actually threw, the papers behind it will take you absolutely nowhere. Why? Nobody recognizes them. This is the certificate and diploma trap. I was told a diploma would change my life. Instead, it boxed me into a system that doesn't allow proper progression. If you don't meet the direct entry cutoff to the university, you are left out of university system entirely if you don't do these things. You can spend years earning a diploma only to realize that you can't go anywhere from there unless you start again and pay triple fee. This is the cost of the lie. And it's not just money, it's time, hope, and mental health. How do you tell your family that you can't graduate again? How do you explain to your child that mom is trying but system isn't listening? You know, you will pay fees and spend time in school only to realize that you're not going anywhere. You missed a step right from the beginning, and nobody told you that. In fact, you are given promises that made you believe that from here you can only go up, only to get to the next step, and you are told there is a step you missed right from the ground. So what is the foundation that you need? What is the foundation that is correct? What is the recognized system or proper foundation for you who did not make it through government sponsorship to a university that's recognized inside and outside of your country? Beware of the universities giving you international certifications, and especially when you're in your own country. Beware of examining bodies that do not go through the proper processes to get to where you need to go. This is the thing, no guidance. Many of us weren't given the mentorship. No one told us what path leads where. The system is not designed for poor people from small towns. It was designed for the elites, and even then, and yet, we still are here, still showing up, still fighting for a chance, one chance, to be able to get to the point of our dreams. After all these setbacks, it wasn't just the system. I had to fight. I had to silence the voice inside me saying, you are not smart enough. You are too late. You are not good enough. This voice, the inner critic, nearly stopped me more than the poverty ever did. But I had to learn how to speak to myself with kindness. I started journaling a lot, I must tell you, speaking affirmations aloud. Instead of why me, I began to tell myself, I'm gonna try this. So challenges, try me. That's when healing began. Because sometimes it's not the world telling you to quit, it's you. This is why I never stopped. I'm doing this for my son, so he can say my mom didn't quit. I'm doing this for every young woman who needs proof that slow success is still success. I may be the first in my family to pursue a degree, but I refuse to be the last. So while I'm still pushing, while I'm still doing this, while I'm still trying to understand my challenges, if this story touched you, please share it with someone who needs to hear that struggling with school, self-doubt, or even the system. Please let me know how that my dream can actually still help you. Please leave a comment down below. Say never quit. Never quit, and believe it. Subscribe to this video and help me keep growing and telling you about my journey, my lessons, and everything I get to go through to be able to pursue the dream. I took it upon myself to become a career guidance or career coach since completion of my first diploma. I am saying this because I am currently in my second, and I am pushing to actually get to my degree. You must ask yourself, why are you getting 2 diplomas instead of just proceeding to a degree? Remember when I said, beware of colleges that offer you an education, taking your money and time and still giving you papers that are recognized absolutely nowhere? That is my experience. I do not plan on quitting. Neither should you. I hope you'll be here when that time comes to celebrate. At least I would have created a path for people to follow. Whether you got your best grade to go to the university, or you got that grade that only allows you to start at a foundation. Do let me know in the comment section if you need guidance on where to start. If you're starting from a certificate, whether you're starting from a artisan, whether you're starting from a diploma, leave it in the comment. I'll be happy to guide you how. Let me see you in the next video.